Hey guys, John with JRSP, Johnson Reality Self Protection. So we're bringing you the fourth and final Seardo palm thrust. So we've already gone over the first palm thrust, standard, straight out there. We've gone over the rotating palm thrust. Okay, we've done that. Then we've gone over the lower palm thrust, which looks something like that. So your fourth and final palm thrust is going to be a rising palm thrust. Now, it doesn't. How you do this is up to you because it can be done one or two ways. It could be like this right here, or it could be palm facing outward like that right there, and that's kind of the way I prefer to do it myself. But it depends upon the situation, and you're not like it's not set in stone. I mean, it's done like that, but it can be done like that. You may be in a situation where you have to do it one way or the other. So, it's not set in stone about how you do it. But what is set in stone is it's like an uppercut, and it's not like I'm not doing this. That's all arm. There's nothing. There's no power there. There's nothing. I'm just, I mean, will that do something? I'm a big guy. It'll annoy this person, but like, will it stop the fight? No, because everything that we do, if we're doing it with our empty hands, and if we're doing it, period, excuse me, it needs to be done to destroy. Simple, effective, aggressive, realistic. But aggression is the key here. Aggression is the kicker because I don't claim, disclaimer, I don't claim to be some, hand-to-hand expert. The last thing I want to do is have to use these techniques or tactics, tools, however you want to call it. Last thing I want to do is have to use empty hand tactics on this guy. Okay? That is why I am constantly carrying stuff, that I can fill my hands with. Have you ever seen the movie True Grit with John Wayne? What did he say? He said, "Fill your hands, you SOBs." Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to be filling my hands with something, whether it be, fist loads. And as you can see here in my work shirt, I don't know if we went over this on another video, but usually when I'm wearing an overshirt, I neck carry. So I'll always leave one of these buttons unbuttoned right here. It just depends on the overshirt that you're wearing. But I leave it unbuttoned and people be like, "Hey, well, look, you missed a button there." It's like, no, it's done for a purpose. Okay, so I leave that button unbuttoned so I can obtain the knife. The knife is being carried at that level right there, and I can just reach into that shirt and fill my hands with some cold steel. We just got sued by Cold Steel, the company, the knife company, because I guess that they're trademarked. But yeah, if I have to do empty hand tactics, in my personal opinion, the whole world's coming to an end. Everything went wrong. Okay, it's like I never want to have to like engage somebody with my empty hands. It's like these weren't made for fighting, in my opinion. It's like that's why they haven't evolved. I don't believe in evolution, period. Anyhow, but I believe if these were made for combat, it's like they would look like it. Okay, like like I said, I don't believe in evolution, but nature would have like set them up for what they were intended for. Okay, these things would have freaking spikes. They'd look. It's like it'd be like freaking Wolverine fucking claws. Okay, like yeah, it's like if these things were made for freaking war, I mean, there would be it would just be one mass of solid bone, and it would be out to here, like where you just smack the crap out of somebody and like just leave them laying on the ground. It's like nobody would want to fight anybody because everybody would know. It's like, oh yeah, it's like I don't want to catch no bone hands to the face, but yeah, it's like nature didn't do that. This is all freaking, you know, delicate bone. These things, these are some of the most delicate bones in your body, okay? And like people teach us, like you see it on TV and everything. Oh, yeah, this is how humans are supposed to fight by balling our fists up. I don't even want to have to do palm hills, but why would you do palm hills? Because it's 10 times better than balling your fist up and striking this guy. With the palm hill, I can, hit this guy in the forehead and survive that. If I hit him in the forehead with a closed fist, this fist is broke, son. So anyhow, getting back to what this video is about, the rising palm with aggression. Okay, like we said, got off track. The point was, I'm not a hand-to-hand combat expert. I don't want to be a hand-to-hand combat expert because I don't. What I am is a fist load specialist. Okay, I am that because I carry fist loads, man. Like, that's my bread and butter. But I created the system because what if I drop my fist load, or it's taken from me or something, or on the weird chance that the sky was crystal clear blue that day or whatever. It's like, what if I wasn't able to obtain my fist load? It wasn't in my hand, or somebody came up behind me and it fell out or whatever. Am I just gonna stand there and be like, oh man, hold on. It's like I dropped my weapon, sir. Like, kind sir, hold on real quick. Like, let me bend down and pick this up. Yeah, okay, no. What's the saying? The show must go on, okay? And so it don't matter if you dropped what you were going to use on the ground. The other guy's there to take your head off, and he's going to continue to try to do that. So, yeah, you need to know how to do something with your empty hands. And that's why I train regularly with empty hands still, because it's always good to have the knowledge when you need it. And if you never need it, well, good. But like, if you need it, it's like, whew, yeah. But anyhow, so aggression, guys. Cannot say it enough. Aggression, okay? It's like aggression is going to be what equals the skill sometimes, okay? Because here's the thing: you can take a unskilled person who's never trained in any type of martial art, never went and trained anywhere formally, and he's just an aggressive dude. He's just a bad dude, okay? And you see it all the time, okay? You can just go on YouTube and see it. Never get guys never trained. He was just a more aggressive guy, and he won the fight, or he beat some innocent person down or whatever and stuff like that. Aggression. Okay, and then add aggression with a little bit of know-how, because that's what Seardo is. It's not like a martial art. Seardo is a little bit of know-how. So add a sheer aggression with a little bit of know-how. Well, now you may have a little bit of something. So yeah, we come down, we drop our weight. Okay, because like I say, if you're just doing this, you're just flailing your arms. When you think of an uppercut isn't all arm. You're not just doing this stuff. It just isn't anime, okay? Which anime is awesome. I love anime. I have Crunchyroll and freaking High Dive, okay? I am a massive secret otaku. Love anime. It's almost all I watch, okay? You can name an anime and I've probably watched it. It doesn't even matter if it was about magical girls, okay? It's like, I love anime. And you see an anime where they do that classic punched it through the roof. put his whole shoulder in and went all the way, all arm. That's not realistic, bro. That's not a real uppercut. An uppercut is all body, and it comes from here. This arm shouldn't even move, bro. It's just bam. You know, it's like that's what a real uppercut is. It was that the best interpretation demonstration of it? I don't know. You have to tell me. But I come in. That arm shouldn't even move right here. It should just be. It was all in my leg. I just rose up into the freaking punch, and the arm never went nowhere. It just stayed where it was. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I freaking pushed your head to the moon. Wasn't none of that. Same concept with this rising palm thrust here. Okay, you drop your body right here, and whether you do it this way or this way, that's up to you. Depends upon the situation. It's not set in stone. But like what's set in stone is that you drop your weight and it's all arm and no, it's all body in motion, not arm. Okay, so and sheer aggression, man, sheer aggression. So that is the fourth and final Seardo palm thrust. Okay, like hopefully you guys will take this because it's hard to freaking do this with the limited amount of space and the fact that I'm not a freaking genius cameraman. But we'll go over it real quick. Bring this over here so we can get. So number one was that right there. Number one. Okay. Number two is this right here. Lucky day. So number three. Always remember too, a good thing, defend yourself. Try and subconsciously keep your hands up. Like this hand goes out, this hand's up, still protecting yourself. And when this hand comes out, this hand comes right back from where it came. Okay. So anyhow, number four, right there. Alright, so that is the 4 Seardo palm thrusts right there. Hopefully oh crap, catch me, Bob, I'm falling. Ah! Well, hopefully I demonstrated those for you guys adequately. Like I said, I'm not a hand-to-hand combat expert. I don't want to be a hand-to-hand combat expert, but I made Seardo on the off chance or on the crazy chance that I do have to use hand-to-hand combat techniques, and it was been years in the making, only putting in the techniques that I deemed worthy for the system. There were things in the system back in the day that I was like, oh yeah, that's it. But at the final rendition of the system, a lot of those things were cut out to make it simple, to keep the system less bloated, and also some of those things just weren't entirely practical, or I used to think they were more practical than what they actually are. Like things like the knife hands, for instance. These things used to be part of the system way back in the early days, but knife hands work, they're great. But if you're going to do a knife hand, you might as well just go ahead and do a hammer. More effective, 100 times more effective. And hammers are going to be, it's either going to be, hammers are probably going to be the next set of 4 tactics that we go over. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go for something else like elbows or something. But hey, you guys, this is Ja with RSP, Reality Self Protection, or Johnson, JRSP. It's hot, guys. It's been a long day working as that park ranger. JRSP, Johnson, Reality Self Protection. And this is Bob, Justin Chen Bob. And always remember that the world is a big place and all of the danger is very real. Just at the park, just yesterday, I saw this chick walking like the park and she was dressed like, I mean, tight. Like she was dressed like a little extra. Like, whoa, why are you dressed like that to walk in a park, bro? Like, just chill. I mean, she was hot. I'm not don't get me wrong, but I'm a married man, and I'm not trying. I try not to look. I was trying to work on this lawnmower because the bogey wheel was jacked up, and I'm trying to get it out and whatever. And I see this chick walk by, and I mean, men are visual. Okay, come on. It's like, of course, there is no man who says that he's visually innocent unless he's a blind man. Okay, yeah, I looked. Yeah, but then I was like, no, I don't want to. No, I'm not trying. I got grease all in my hair. I gotta freaking get this bogey wheel fixed because I got stuff to do. I got grass to cut. But I've seen this chick before. Okay, and the thing is that I'm getting at, she walks the same area. She walks all the way to the back of the park, okay, where anything could happen. I mean, she's dressed. There ain't no way she was carrying a knife or pepper spray in what she was dressed, because it would have been printing, son. You would have been able to see it, but nah, it's like people sometimes they just don't freaking think. They're just so naive, because it's like, I'm like, dude, man, you dress like that and say, I mean, this is a public park. We got all kinds of crazies out there. We don't know, like, you got somebody out there in the back just waiting to freaking snatch her, and there's a bunch of areas that it's like, those are the type of things that I think about, because I watch Law and Crime. I see what happens. I know how the world is. I'm not naive. Okay, there's 100 stories about the naive girl who just would thought, oh well, I'm a good person, so all that stuff happens up the street, so nothing is going to happen to me. And then they find her in the fields. It's always in a field or some type of field, some type of cornfield or wheat field or orange grove or something or whatever, something like that, and they don't find them in a good way. Okay, so let's just say that. But um all of the dangers are very real. The moment you get up and you walk outside, people are watching you. I had to tell my cousin that like a long time ago, and people always just thought, "Oh, you're paranoid. You're paranoid." Well, it's better to be paranoid and alive than complacent and dead, and that's what I've always said. I don't feel I'm paranoid. I feel I'm prepared. Preparanoid is what I feel like. I just came up with that freaking. Y'all can use that. I'm not paranoid. I'm preparanoid, and so. So yeah, it's like it's best to be paranoid. Um, but yeah, and if it's a situation like I always say, you know, um, if you can, it's always better just to walk away. So hey, you guys, y'all take it easy.